Hey, okay, so this is the problem that you emailed me about. Okay, first thing is that I saw that what you did is you had like a line and you were going to divide it all by 4, but you can't do that because this is not really 20, it's the square root of 20. So you can't divide that by 4 because it's inside a radical. So what we want to do, we're going to leave that 4m there for right now. Okay, we want to split 20m squared into perfect squares, or we want to figure out if it has a perfect square factor. So 20, I know that I can make 4 times 5, and then I have m squared. So what we're going to do next is the square root of 4 is 2. So 4 can come out from underneath the square root sign because the square root of 4 is 2. And then the square root of m squared is m. So now, with all this stuff that's happening out here, I multiply that together. So 4 times 2 is 8, m squared, and then inside the radical sign, all that's left is 5. Okay, so another way of thinking about it that might be a little bit easier is that if it's 4m and then the square root of 20m squared. Okay, so that's 4m, and then I can split that square root of 20m squared into, that's the square root of 4 times the square root of 5 times the square root of m squared. So it's the same thing as this, it's just under separate radicals, which means the same thing. So now it's kind of easier to see. A better way of writing the square root of 4 is just as 2. And a better way of writing the square root of m squared is just as m. So again, with those things on the outside, 8m squared, and then underneath the radical sign, right, the only one that couldn't come out, this is the simplest way to write that. Okay, because it doesn't have any perfect square factors.